Okay.
And Cody rocking the Havoc tag after the old school player who's
Havoc, man.
He's back playing.
Is he really?
He's back playing net play. He and Cody have been
No
playing
way,
a lot.
man. Yeah, Havoc used to be in VVV with me, and I haven't heard from Carlos in forever. He had a really, really solid Snake, I believe. Yeah.
Snake and Meta Knight.
And Meta Knight, for sure, yeah. He was definitely one of West Coast top players for a while. Then I believe he got like married, something like that.
Had a family man.
Had a family, so shout outs to Havoc, man. Doing it up. But now that's what you can't quit Brawl.
No.
You always end up finding your way back to
back.
it. You always find your way back to it. So, first game here on Smashville, Meta Knight versus Snake. This is, I mean, a matchup if I've ever seen one, other than Meta Knight versus Meta Knight, of course.
Of course.
This is
very much the epitome of Brawl.
This is like, I think, like the rivalry of this game for sure.
Snake for that #1 spot on the tier list that he was for, I believe, the first year.
Yeah, he had like a month like tier list or something like that, where he was like #1. And then they're like, wait, everyone's like, oh, I think it was like a month or 2 or 3 months. And then Meta Knight was like, actually.
Nah, son.
Actually, everyone figured out how good this character was. So, and you're seeing it in this matchup. So much of this is Meta Knight getting Snake into the air because that's where he's weakest, getting juggled. And he's a super heavyweight and has amazing momentum canceling. And has C4 to keep himself alive as well as frame 1 grenades. But getting juggled means he takes a ton of damage from Meta Knight, who has the fastest options in the air, so he's constantly able to throw buttons out and make it so that Snake can't recover. You know, he has to rely on like Nair or down air, which are not that reliable. You can see right there so much damage that Cody had done onto Mike Ray just from Snake being in the air. That shuttle loop.
Yeah.
That shuttle loop was scary.
Oh, yeah. It's when grounded shuttle loop is invincible in startup.
Yeah, frame 5. Yeah. That's the thing. It's not invincible in the air.
No.
So you don't have to respect it as much, and I think the strong hitbox comes out frame 8. But grounded shuttle loop for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Invincible. So Snake has the disjoints, but that invincible DP for Meta Knight is a really, really amazing tool, especially to get out of them, or for follow-ups, or just general neutral. Nice. Well, there you go.
Tried to go for the up tilt there, didn't get it.
Yeah.
Got stuffed out by the grounded shuttle loop.
And this is exactly what Meta Knight can just do, relinquish himself to the platform and to the ledge, dodging it, baiting out these grenades.
Doesn't really have any. Now, notice that he doesn't spend a lot of time on the ledge because those grenades can fall. Snake can strip the grenades and make sure that they fall and cover the ledge, but...
Questionable choice there by Cody to finish out that NATO on shield. You'll generally see Meta Knights, after the poke really hasn't worked, just saunter their way back away. Yeah.
Move away. That's the safest option.
Safest option, yeah. And I mentioned this earlier, you know, landing lag for Mach Tornado is always 29 frames, the cooldown. So you always, it's not that crazy of, you know, landing lag there. And if you cancel it midair, let's say, and you have 10 frames of falling, it'll end in 19 frames after that. It'll always add up to 29 frames. So that's what makes it such a great option after you've moved away, because you can act essentially right out of it pretty quickly after considering most options that put you in helpless. And in that time,
we have exchanged stocks.
Exchange stocks, yeah. You saw that up tilt from Snake. That was pretty OD there. That's controversial hitbox there. And finally, the doof's coming out. That's what Cody wants to avoid, getting doofed by that forward tilt, which is a crazy amount of damage.
21 damage.
Yeah, you don't want to be hit by that.
21 damage in this frame 4, correct?
Ooh, Cody was not expecting to hit by the back air, so that DI was almost killer.
No one ever expects the back air from Snake.
Yeah, sometimes you'll see it as a landing option, but not too often. It's just because that hitbox is so, you know, he's stacking the pads, man.
Oh, that was such good. That was such good SDI by Cody. He got through the first hit of F tilt and got to get behind Mike Ray.
Now creating a wall is Mike Ray, but Cody's like, it's all good. I can chill back here, just navigate around it. Eventually, finally does after there's a little bit of a lull in those grenades and lands a forward tilt. Nice.
Nice pivot grab.
Oh,
he was fishing for the up tilt, trying to figure out which way Cody was going to go.
Yeah, another part of Snake's game plan, of course, getting the tech chases that down throw. Such a unique down throw, laying them right down. That has great tech chase options. And you also see Snakes landing or putting grenades or mortars or C4 near them to do that or to cover themselves. But if you have the grounded attack, you have up tilt right out of shield, so no big deal. His Meta Knight's get up attack is not that safe, of course.
No, it's one of his less good options.
Moves you don't see very often. Get up attack from Meta Knight, jab, dash attack, very rare. Oh wow, getting hit into his own mortar, own mine. Yeah, mine. You're right. Yeah, C4 and mine. Yeah. I wonder how much those cost. He's using so many. That's why the military budget's so high.
He's a rich man.
He's hacking it up. That's true. I mean, Snake has to get the job done. So whatever the cost, at any cost. We're on game 2.
They're going to FD, yeah.
FD. Yeah.
And this is definitely something that.
This is a Snake classic.
Yeah, very, very good stage for Snake.
You're trying to wall out your opponent. I'm taking away your platforms.
Yeah. And Snake can live so long. This is, I think, the largest legal stage right now.
Yeah, in terms of blast zones, I'm pretty sure that's correct. Yeah. So combining that with his momentum canceling, with his super heavyweightness, with that essentially makes him. He can live to like 200% on this stage, if not more. Nice. Using the grenade to clip right through the bottom part of the tornado. Hard to get in there if you're going through the mid parts, or if you're attacking from below or above, you can actually knock him out of it.
Back throw. And notice that he went for back throw, not for damage, or not for damage necessarily. He would have gone for down throw for that, but he just needs to get Snake off stage and put him in uncomfortable positions, because that's where he's going to get most of the damage from.
Yep. Playing it to, going right in for the nair. Nice. I think even if he doesn't land it, that still does a ton of shield stun, so you have to respect it.
Down throw, yeah. Pick up.
Oh.
Didn't quite get the pickup off the 50-50. I think Snake maybe a little too high to get any sort of guaranteed follow-ups for that.
Yeah. Oh. How's he get out of this? Nice. There's that back air, but because of that landing lag, unless you're doing it like a little early, you're gonna get punished for sure. But you're just banking on the hitbox clipping with or trading with something, but it doesn't always work out that way. Oh, just nice. Waiting it out, just using the first forward tilt doof. I love that sound, man.
The first doof.
It's like doof, doof. It's so good. It's like this game has such great sound effects. Look at that. Oh, and there's that reverse hitbox. This game, Brawl is so weird with reverse hitboxes.
Oh, wow. I see that was a great, because he put up the 2 mortars there just to make sure if Cody got through the first one, he was going to have the second one to worry about.
Yeah.
Game's looking a lot better than the first one, honestly, for sure. At least for Mike Ray.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that just because he has so much more room to work with, and Cody can't just go to the platform, so that definitely helps him. Oh, almost surviving there.
I'm honestly surprised he chose to land again with that after he got punched for it the first time.
Yeah. Mike Ray playing this matchup slow. You're not seeing any Dakuses.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, so especially against Meta Knight, you don't want to commit to that too often. You can easily get punished or just shielded.
In this matchup, Dakus is really just a movement option only.
Exactly, yeah. And against Meta Knight, who has amazing movement, that's not something you want to commit to too often, if at all. You're not really seeing it. You'll see it just at like Meta Knight's at the ledge sometimes. You just want to get right to the ledge immediately. Other than that, yeah, very infrequent in this matchup.
Just trying to C4 his way through, make sure he can shut down the ledge. Another dude, yep.
Yeah, Cody was looking to air dodge his way in, and the forward tilt catches him just before the air dodge actually took to the ground. So, no canceled landing lag and safeness for you.
Oh, wow, he waited and cooked that grenade just the right amount of time so he could follow up from the F-tilt.
Yeah. Playing Smash, Snake is such a weird character because you have to keep your feet planted so hard.
He really is not a traditional Smash
He's not at all. He's so projectile heavy and just disjoints, keeping your feet planted. Not only for the things we talked about earlier, being juggle and stuff, but he also has the slowest ground jump in the game.
9 frames.
Yeah, it is. It's super slow. And of course, he's big and tall. So you almost, you never want to jump with him if you can help it.
Yeah. I think Cody was letting his shield recharge a little bit. I don't know if you saw, but that was really close to breaking a second ago. The Knight shield is surprisingly not really that good.
It's not.
He doesn't, but he never needs to use it. Oh, Mike.
Oh, nice SDI getting out of that.
Yeah. He wanted it.
Nice, all right, cool. Cypher keeping him alive. A little bit of armor there to make sure he didn't get popped off.
Keep the doctor away, so to speak.
Yeah. Armor a day keeps the doctor away. Could have gotten Rufio'd, but I think Cody was like, I'm not committing to a helpless option all the way up here.
Yeah, you do not want to be falling beside Snake while helpless. All of his aerials
absolutely not.
All of his aerials are kill moves.
That disjoint would have certainly killed Cody there. Oh, there's a dash attack. See, Snake's dash attack is pretty quick. It's frame 5. So it is a solid punish option.
I think it's invincible also on the shoulders of it.
That'd be nuts.
Yeah.
So that's like really a true shoulder shot. Wow, that disjoint. So yeah, you may see dash attack sometimes. It may have also been a misinput Dakus, but even then, dash attack is pretty solid option neutral. But Cody was waiting for it, punishes it, and we're seeing all the damage that's racked up since then. Oh, this is a lot closer.
And this is still, and this is
still
even.
This is even, yes. Oh,
shuttle loop, yeah.
I think Mike Ray was going for the up tilt, but invincible shuttle loop.
Down throw, wait, up tilt, Mike Ray's really good at getting those. I was playing him earlier, and it's a little embarrassing. Well, for me, at least.
I feel that, man. I totally feel that. So you just play people in this game who are just like
Really
savants,
good. Usually,
really good, and it's like I'm not even playing. Oh. Forward tilt actually pushed him to the other side, allowing Cody to punish. Nice.
Back throw, yeah.
Not seeing too much jab, but it is frame 3, so it's a nice close quarters option. But against Meta Knight, who has several frame 3 options, plus his small hitbox, it's not the safest thing to do, especially if you're multi-jabbing there too. It's very telegraphed. Like you're seeing that grenade, so he's covering the back roll option, or just the get up as well as the shield if he needed to. But so Cody just rolled away.
Oh, that was really smart. He realized that he didn't want to like come into him with the nair, so he just had to pull back, and Cody was waiting for him.
Now in Brawl, this isn't the case in Smash 4, but your get-up options actually change once you've passed 100%. So Snake's get-up attack actually doesn't seem that bad once you've passed 100%. A lot of characters have really bad get-up options past 100%, and in Smash 4 they actually got rid of that. Now your options are always the same regardless of percent. Brawl, that's not the case. Nice. Wait. Oh, wow.
I'm surprised it hit.
I think it was because Mike Ray actually held shield too early, so he actually depleted his shield and tried to get back in because he probably thought he was going to get poked and dropped it and got hit. Nice NATO coverage, but just only slicing him a little bit there. Not enough hit stun. Oh, this is again certainly an even game.
This is really tight. Honestly, I'm interested to see who's going to take this.
Mike Ray should definitely get rid of that C4 for sure. He wants to make sure he has that.
He needs it to be fresh and on deck. Yeah.
He needs to make sure he has it for recovery if he needs it.
And that up tilt,
scooping him. And Mike Ray realizes he just stole that game away there from Cody a little bit. Dun, dun, dun. Mission accomplished. Nice job there by Mike Ray.
It's good to see him back, honestly.
Throwing his hands up into the peanut gallery of not many people.
Of Hinkage.
Of Hinkage, yeah, of Hinkage. So 1-1 here. And yeah, that was... I think so if Meta Knight is close enough, because that up B is infringible frame 1, you can throw that out. But he wasn't close enough, so Meta Knight was still dashing. The disjoint came out, and that just clipped whatever he threw out, if anything. So, but we saw earlier that trade didn't work out, because up tilt comes out around like 9, 10, or 11, or 12 frames, something like that. So when it was mid-range, it's not like that high up. But it kind of makes up for the fact that it's crazy disjointed.
Crazy.
So you can't use it as like that solid of a DP option against Meta Knight.
I remember seeing the old boards back on like in the old Smash 4 threads about it back in like 2008, and they're like, "What even is this?" And it was about somebody who's like, "It's designed to scoop up smaller characters."
Designed, quote unquote. Yeah, that's a very generous word there, designed.
So
there you go, Chiba with the clipboard.
Mike Ray getting the mid-set coaching.
That's collusion there. Staff and Mike Ray. Oh, we're going to. Oh my God.
Oh wow, Castle Siege. Okay.
Castle freaking Siege. Jesus. Right. So we don't have Halberd for some reason. We don't have Delfino.
No Halberd.
No, we're going to Castle Siege. Oh.
You know what? I haven't seen the stage in a while. I didn't see any at all during pools. So.
I think I saw it once in a pool match.
Yeah.
Once. That was it. No one's really going to it. The other option is Pokemon Stadium.
Nobody wants to go to.
I think it must be like, should I go to Pokemon Stadium or a neutral?
Well, how early do you want to die? Early, okay.
Yeah,
then go to Pokemon
Castle
Stadium.
Siege.
Yeah.
I wonder what kind of Wii this is working on, because the transformations for this stage are dependent on how long the loading is for the Wii.
Really?
So yeah, so the stage transitions will actually last longer if the Wii just generally takes longer to load. So if you're on like a quick Wii, this will be a lot faster. If this is a slow Wii, it'll take longer, and you're actually in like a walk-off situation for a longer period of time.
I did not realize that.
It's actually dumb as hell. Whoever designed that.
I did not know that. That is why this is not usually legal.
Yeah. Well, that's definitely one of the reason against it, I guess. So now we're in the second transformation. You have these statues who actually will take hits. You got to knock them down a little bit. This is, of course, has walk-offs. So that's why you're seeing Meta Knight staying as far away as possible. The Snake is grounded, and he has really good, solid vertical, horizontal knockback.
Is this why DDD's loved this stage for most
of course, yeah. He can go for that walking chain grab, yeah. Never, and not only that, he also has a standing chain grab and wall chain grabs on other parts of the stage too, and other transformations. So
lovely.
Yeah, so you don't take DDD ever to this stage, but I don't pick it in general. So third transformation, this is probably the least janky of them all. This is actually kind of a stage. So rolling around here is Cody, just dodging these grenades.
He's doing a really good job at it too. He's making sure that Mike Ray pushes him usually past him in some way or under him, and then just chooses to move up and away.
Yeah.
Up air. I think he thought that Mike Ray was going to come back into him a little bit, and so he just chose to go for that up B.
Just chilling, maxing, relaxing, acting all cool. Shooting some grenades outside of the school. Oh, nice. Okay, so that's a good nado right there.
Yes.
Waiting. Oh, little shield pressure, backing off. Well, a lot of the time they're just kind of seeing what you're going to do out of the shield, you know?
Right.
And then like, okay, storing their head for later. And all right, next time I tornado on shield, let's see if they do the same thing or something different. Oh, oh man, the aerial shuttle loop connecting after that explosion. And that actually kept him in place for the shuttle loop to kill. Wow. So unfortunate there for Mike Ray. Definitely didn't expect that.
Oh, wow, it should have rolled back.
Yeah.
Roll back, Jeb.
And that's actually, so Snake has to be careful here towards the ledge, especially if he's holding shield, because he can get grab released. And if he gets grab released out of Cypher, it will not respawn.
Oh, no.
So you got to be careful. That's another reason why Snake's recovery can be cheeks.
Considering how it goes so high and so far, you'd think it'd be good, but
Yeah, you'd think that. But you think a lot of things about this game.
oh yeah.
Oh,
Good
there's the
back air from
back
Mike
air,
Ray.
man. Finally stacks the pads and lands with a connecting one. We
This
saw
is-
like a decent one earlier, then we saw a really bad one, and now we got the good one.
119. This is, I'm not going to say this is even. He's still got a little bit of a hill to climb. Yeah.
Snake is still living. He is bulky as hell. He's thick. Snake is thick, so he is not going to live. He's going to live for definitely. He's
especially
got,
on this-
he's
especially
got
on
a
this
few more years
transformation.
on him, man.
Yeah.
He's collecting retirement for a while. He's got that pension. And once again,
All the
Cody
grenades.
just, yeah.
And you can use those statues to refresh moves, but
Yes, you can.
Mike not really taking advantage of that, and neither is Cody. Cody just choosing this play keep away here.
Yeah, Mike Ray doesn't have to do that too much because the items or moves he's throwing out pretty often aren't kill options. He's saving up tilt. He's saving, aerials if he needs them.
Jab
He's
three.
saving jab. He's saving forward tilt. So grenades, those, it's okay if those stay out a little bit. But grenades are 13% fresh. So I mean, if you're
Which is
landing,
as much as some smash attacks.
yes, literally frame 1 and fresh at 13%. So that's nothing to scoff at. So if you can refresh it, why not? As you can see how critical that is to this matchup here. Nice.
Use that grenade to stuff out the glide attack.
Yeah, so Meta Knight's sword is transcendent all the time except glide attack.
Glide attack and
It's
I
not-
believe dash attack is also, yeah.
But that doesn't use a sword, so yeah. All of his sword type moves except glide attack, he has transcendence, but not on glide attack, so it will clank, and that's why you saw that.
Up there, oh. He's looking.
He is looking, man.
Good
He
job
is
at Mike
hunting.
Ray coming down like all
Yeah.
the way over on the other side. Oh, he
Nice.
had that grenade there. He was hoping that it would blow up and punish the NATO, but not quite.
So crucial for Mike Ray to have pin perfect shield tilting. Just making sure he doesn't get poked, especially with his really tall hitbox.
Yeah. Snake has a really good shield, but he has a really large body, so it's
He
just
is
so
big
much.
body.
Oh,
Yeah, good shield. And so that shield tilt actually affords him a lot more than the shield normally would, for sure. Whereas Meta Knight, really, shield tilting doesn't do too much. His shield's
No,
already
his
low.
shield's not
And
really
so
that good.
It's not that good, yeah, like you were saying earlier.
But he just never really needs to use it. Oh, he thought maybe that Quest was on top of the
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
NATO was on top of the C4 there.
And they were both like, is the floor there yet? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's hard. It can be hard to tell if you're in the air. You're like, where's the floor?
Yeah.
here?
Wow, we've seen this before. So
We've seen what, 3?
I think this is the third
time,
rotation.
yep.
Yeah, third cycle.
Most games on this stage will usually come close to time.
Oh, for sure.
It's-
Yeah, we're already seeing we're hitting that 2-minute mark
With
in
the
a couple seconds.
transformations, yeah. That could be something that both of these players think about.
There we
and
go, Mike Ray. Fist. Oh, look, he's like, come on. He wants this badly. He's at 207. A ridiculous amount of life, and he's there. Okay, there's the down air. Yep, hitting him with that frame 4 down air. And that's what I mean. That's so good because you can just sit there, jump down air, jump down air, jump down air, just wall out.
And then eventually land further away and then just restart it all over again.
Start all over again.
This is probably going to go to time, I imagine. Both of them are, I think, looking forward at this point.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Snake wants to be, he can live high percent, but he doesn't want that now. So
No,
this is
not
very
now.
crucial. He can't afford to be giving up all this percent because he's like, if he relies on being a super heavyweight later in this matchup, time's going to run out. And this is best of 3 because this is
Yeah.
Warriors quarter, so this is it for potentially one of these players' winners run. They still have losers, double elimination, but I mean, you could tell. I mean, there's the thing though, Mike Ray fist bumped, and that you don't want to do that. You don't want to pop off a little bit before you've won. You want to hold it in, and I'm afraid maybe he did a little too early, but he's bringing it back.
Preemptive pop-offs.
Exactly. Never want a preemptive pop-off, and even just a slight little pop-off like that, just naturally just lets off chemicals in your brain. We're like, oh, I may get this. I may get this. You got to chill. And he's bringing it back though, within 40% now, so he's calmed down a little bit. Oh,
Down
jab
throw.
and then reverse grab. Okay, love that.
Oh, he laid that grenade down there. Was hoping it would cover, but not quite.
Just taking advantage of these platforms, making sure he has as many explosives on them. Oh no, but he hits himself up. And then he dashes right into the NATO, so he's putting himself in a lot of aerial positions he doesn't need to be in.
20 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, down air right as it was transforming.
Oh,
Wow,
he
that
went
was-
for that. That was a Hail Mary there.
Yeah, that was quite the Hail Mary.
12 seconds left.
And Mike Ray's options being depleted here.
Looking low. 3.
Yeah, not going to give it to him. Walks off. 2-1 there for Cody. That's definitely a Mike Ray way to end the match.
Yeah.
For sure. So good job for him putting in his all. But just not only Meta Knight, but the clock against him.